Hello, welcome to Fox Valley Today. I'm Barb Nadeau. Are you enjoying this summer weather? I know I certainly am, and enjoying all the fun that's here to be had in our area, and we've got more fun for you today. We're going to talk about the Sugar Grove Corn Boil. It's coming up later this month, at the end of the month, the weekend of the 29th through the 31st of July. And with us today, three representatives of the Corn Boil Committee. We have President Steve Ecker and Jerry Swiatek. He is the Events and Entertainment Coordinator, and Jean Lindsay, Sponsorship Chairperson. So I want to thank them for being my guests today. Jerry, Steve, and Jean, thank you for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
This is exciting because we here at WSPY are thrilled to be able to come out. We're going to be there and enjoying the weekend with you. And you have a fantastic lineup of entertainment. I want to talk to you all about everything that's going to go on at the Sugar Grove Corn Boil. But first, let's start with the committee. Jean, I want to thank you for setting this interview up today. And I know it's a lot of people working together. So thank you, first of all, for coming.
Thank you for hosting us. This is great for us.
You are the sponsorship chair, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit later about that. And Jerry, I know that you are events and entertainment. So when I get to this long list of great events and the lineup of bands and musical entertainers, I want to hear all about it. Steve, you somehow are president of a group of volunteers coming together. Tell me a little bit about it.
I am. Basically, the Corn Boil is a huge event that requires a ton of planning. We start planning in September following the Corn Boil passed, and it takes literally 10 months to get this all set up. We've got hundreds of volunteers. We've broken down now, I want to say we're at about 17 committees and subcommittees, anywhere from corn to beer wristbands to events to sponsorship to marketing. You name it, there's a committee for it, and each committee has volunteers within the committee. And then, of course, we have people from the community who volunteer and actually come out on the day of the event to make it happen, help shuck the corn in the morning, and go around and pick up garbage and trash and clean up and maintain. And so it's a huge undertaking.
And, you know, I know that not everyone in a community can be part of it, but everybody does a little bit, whatever that is that they can do. For some of you, it's hours and, as you said, weeks and months of preparation. For others, it's volunteering. For some, it's coming and just enjoying the day. But it builds a community. It takes the community of Sugar Grove and really binds them together when you have a celebration such as this.
Oh, absolutely. And actually, the way the Corn Boil started was a group of families in the community back in 1967. That was the first one. Just kind of gathered together for a day to spend the day together, eat corn, and work on community house and just have fun. And that's how it started 44 years ago, and it's grown now to a major 3-day event with huge carnival and bands and all kinds of fun things for everyone, people of all ages. So.
Now, did you grow up with the Corn Boil?
I did not. I actually moved to Sugar Grove in 2007. I lived in Naperville for a while, and we fell in love with the community, and as soon as we got here, I knew I wanted to get involved, and so I started getting involved a year or so after that with the Corn Boil. I started out doing the information tent. Last year I did the legal work for it, and this year I'm honored that my colleagues decided to elect me to become president and lead the organization. So,
well, that's wonderful, and I guess that's a good place to start, in the information booth, because you get to know everything that's going on.
Right.
Kind of get the feel for it. Jerry, what about you? Did you grow up in Sugar Grove?
No, actually, I like Steve, moved here in 2006, in October 2006, and actually, while my wife and I were looking to relocate, we were looking at various communities and stumbled across Sugar Grove, and on their website was a link to the Corn Boil's website, which is what actually kind of drew us to Sugar Grove, was this little community festival. So you can kind of say that, you know, the festival brought us to Sugar Grove. So immediately we got involved and became volunteers for the Corn Boil and other community events, and the rest is kind of history there.
Oh, I think it's fantastic. I guess I volunteered so many years in different groups, and you get this loyalty thing, and you just don't want to quit. I mean, you never ever want to quit, and it's just the thrill of being part of it, and to see it's almost like a machine that moves. You know, it just all works together, and it's just a wonderful thing. So, you know, my compliments to all of you, because I know what that takes to put on something like this, and I think it's phenomenal. Jean, what about you? Tell me a little bit about your history with the corn boil.
Actually, I guess I'm the long-timer, old-timer of this group. I know definitely not, you know, of our committee, but we moved to Sugar Grove in '95, and back then the corn boil was nothing like it was today, or it is today. I think the big thing was the dunk tank. We had a dunk tank, and, you know, people took turns going in there from, you know, school, teachers, and, you know, whoever they thought would collect good money.
Whoever's willing to get wet.
But, you know, it's really grown from there. The music and entertainment much bigger than we ever had back then.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's interesting to see how our need for entertainment changes and grows, and that's really a challenge to any group that's trying to put on a festival or, you know, special event. But you've got an amazing lineup of activities. You start on Friday night, 5:30 in the evening, with your opening ceremony and parade, and we're going to try and go through the entire weekend and give you a preview of what's going to be happening. It's pretty exciting, but you're starting with your parade. A lot of groups end with a parade, but you're going to start out on Friday night with a parade.
Yeah, and this is, we kind of expanded the opening ceremonies, something a little new that we're doing with the parade. We're kind of considering it our own little Olympic opening ceremonies. So there will be a pedestrian parade through the festival park that leads up to the sound stage, and then we'll honor several people, several families, several organizations during the opening ceremonies, award the Citizen of the Year at that time, and kind of really kick off the whole weekend.
And I noticed that that's about the same time as, you know, late afternoon on Friday. You're going to have your craft and business expo. Your food vendors are going to be open. You'll have a carnival going on. Tell me about this Chicago Blackhawks Ice Crew. What are they doing?
The Ice Crew is new this year, and the Ice Crew are the women who go out and clean the ice.
Okay, I thought that's who that was.
During intermissions and TV commercial breaks. And we're going to have a couple members of the Ice Crew team out walking around and greeting patrons, so that's something we're looking forward to.
That'll be exciting. And then you have a Citizen of the Year ceremony. Who gets to be Citizen of the Year? Is that a secret?
That's top secret. We keep that mum until the announcement is made.
Oh, okay.
So.
What do you have to do to be Citizen of the Year?
Basically, we ask for people to nominate others, and it's got to be somebody who is committed to the Sugar Grove community, and we really would accept applications for anybody, and then there's a group who actually goes through and looks at the various testimonials and comments that people submit and chooses the Citizen of the Year. And
that's very sweet.
so,
That's very sweet. And then, of course, you have music on a Friday evening. You've got two bands, one at 7 and one at 9.
Yes, this year our opening band is Brushfire Country Act out of the Bloomington Normal area. So we're very excited to have them. Very, very talented band. And then 28 Days is a Fox Valley band that we've actually had in the past that had a really good response, so we decided to bring them back again this year.
And what kind of music are we going to hear on Friday night?
Friday night they play a variety of rock music, so it's classic rock all the way up to contemporary rock.
Okay, so it's going to be an exciting night on Friday night. As you said, you're going to have special guests, you're going to have Citizen of the Year, music going on, and I want to ask you a little bit more about the Craft and Business Expo. That's going to be going on Friday and on Saturday and on Sunday. So you have businesses that are, you know, really committing to a 3-day area. They're going to be open the whole time, and really hoping that you come out.
Yep.
Is one of you in charge of the Craft or Business Expo, or is that person not here today?
No, we have a very talented chairperson for that area. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of skill to group all those vendors together and really manage them in a way that everybody, benefits from them being there, and the vendors benefit for being there. So she manages to get a lot of good, talented crafters together, and a lot of local businesses come and have their booths there. So it's actually another area that's really grown over the years, and quite a place to spend time in.
And it's really a great way to get to know what's going on in your community, because I think we have gotten as a society so used to our automobiles and driving somewhere else to do our shopping. So it's great to see what's available right here, and it's so important to those local businesses. And I know you've given us your web address, and it's really easy, sugargrovecornboil.org. Are you still accepting vendors or crafters who want to get involved? Okay,
absolutely.
So we can go on the web and find out.
On the web.
Great, that's great to know. There it is right there, sugargrovecornboil.org. You can't get lost. I mean, that's how much easier could they make it? Sugar Grove Corn Boil is where you want to be, Friday, July 29th through the 31st. And we're talking today all about it. We haven't even mentioned Kid Zone. They're going to have special Kid Zone activities Saturday and Sunday. They're going to have all sorts of demonstrations, businesses, special guests, music, and food, and more. And we're going to take a quick break right now, a little early, so we can come back and give you all the details about this great festival. Don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
Can I have $1? Yeah, it's right. I think my purse is upstairs on the bed. It's not here. Check the dining room. No. What about your sister's room? It's not there either. The upstairs closet? The downstairs closet? There are no more closets.
Moms everywhere are finding ways to keep kids active and healthy. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. Go to discovertheforest.org.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
In Illinois, visit knowhowtogoillinois.org.
Today is Saturday. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Welcome back. We're getting ready for the Sugar Grove Corn Boil here on Fox Valley today with Steve Ecker. He's president of the Sugar Grove Corn Boil. We've got Jerry Swatek. He is the events and entertainment chairperson, the one to talk to for all the details on the music and all the fun events that are going to be going on. And Jean Lindsay, who is the sponsorship chairperson and vice president. And they have put together a fantastic lineup of entertainment. They and about, as you said, about 100 other volunteers that have come together. Steve, during the break you were telling me that you have a brand new carnival company coming.
We do. We have a brand new carnival coming out. Hopefully they're going to be bigger and better than ever. And new this year, we're going to have unlimited rides periods on all 3 days of the event, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And those wristbands can be purchased on site for $20, but we also have pre-sales at all the local Sugar Grove banks, where you can buy a ticket for a wristband for $15, and that will give you unlimited rides. You can use it either on Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So that's a great value.
That is a great value. That's fantastic. And that really brings the families out. They're looking for good entertainment. They're looking for good entertainment at a great price. That being said, you have a special kids zone that's starting on Saturday morning.
We do. Last year we expanded the kids zone, and this year we're just building off of that success. So we've got a lot of great family fun activities, shows, and games and crafts. We've got the reptile show coming back this year, where kids can hold a 15-foot boa constrictor, and then we've got a puppet show. We've got Abe Lincoln coming with his wife, Mary Todd. And then something that I'm really excited about on Sunday is a group called Circus Team, which is a youth organization out of Chicago that does Cirque du Soleil type of shows. But what's really neat about it is they just don't do a show. They do about a 15-20 minute show and then a 45-minute workshop where they let the kids do some of the acts that they had just performed. So they kind of teach the kids how to do some of these Cirque du Soleil type of activities. So it's very exciting. And the fact that it's youth themselves doing it and then passing that on to the youth of our community is really, really cool. So
that is amazing. I have never heard of that group, Circus Team.
Yes.
That is fantastic. That's going to be at 2 p.m. You want to be there on Sunday, 2 p.m. for this, and then following the show at 2 o'clock, they'll have their hands-on workshop. And what a wonderful thing here. You know, we're talking about health and fitness. We want our families to be more physically active, to be more healthy individuals, and this is a great way to get that enthusiasm going. You know, when you see those young athletes, it is amazing what they can do, and it's wonderful.
Yep.
Wonderful. That's a great addition. Whose idea was that?
I've got a great committee of people. We're a committee of about 10 people that we meet every month and just brainstorm and find new activities that people want to do. You know, it's really driven by what families want to do, and everything in the Kids Zone is free. We've got some great contests like the Big Wheel contest. That was a huge success last year. We've got an ice cream eating contest this year. We've got some great crafts. We actually have a 12-year-old who makes duct tape wallets, and he's going to come out and show the crowd on how to make duct tape wallets, and kids can take home their own duct tape wallets. So.
And that's fun because you've got some of these, old-fashioned, fun family festival events mixed in with some of the greatest entertainment. This is just an awesome lineup, just looking at the Kids Zone. And I noticed, you said you're going to have President Abe Lincoln with Mary Todd Lincoln with him, but you're also going to have water balloon tosses, and you're going to have puppet shows, and all of these fun things that you're doing. It's going to be great. Where is Kids Zone located? Is it like just?
It's within the festival park. We're actually on the basketball court of the school, so we're very visible. We're right across from the info tent. So as soon as you come into the park, we're right there. We're very visible, right across from food court and info tent. So we're right in the middle of all of it. So. All
right. That's wonderful. And you said the park. This is Volunteer Park in Sugar Grove, and to get there, easy directions.
47 to Cross Street, and then Cross Street to Main, and if you know where John Shields Elementary School is, where the park is right behind the school.
Okay, and once again, you can find information on the website at sugargrovecornboil.org. We can't say that enough. And now let's get on to the other things going on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, you start with a 5K run early in the morning. Those people like to get up early and get a good run in before it gets too hot. And then the car show starts.
The American Legion hosts a car show. It's down the street from the festival at 65 Main Street, so it's straight down the street. And if it rains, then they carry the show over to Sunday. So.
And then, of course, the Crafts and Business Expo is open. But the one thing I have to ask you about, at 10 o'clock until noon, you have the Corn Cooking Challenge. Is this a new event?
This is absolutely new this year. We're very excited about hosting this, and we've opened it up to anyone. And really, the only requirement is the featured ingredient needs to be corn. So you could make, there's 3 categories. There's a light affair, which is appetizers or something like that, and then the main affair, which is like a main dish, and then a baked affair, which is, you know, desserts or any baked goods like breads or muffins or anything like that. So, and we've so far we've gotten a tremendous response from it. And in fact, when we went looking for judges, we've actually exceeded the number of judges that we were looking for. So everybody's looking forward to
eat
to be a
Everybody
judge.
wants
So,
a taste.
and one of our judges is actually a professional chef. So that's very exciting. So
Well,
it's
that's
very new
good.
for this year.
There you go. So bring out Grandma's recipe box and make her corn chowder or whatever it is.
And I should point out the winner
cornbread.
of each category will be featured in the Sugar Grove Library Friends Cookbook.
Very good.
So your recipe will be published.
So you get the blue ribbon and bragging rights forever.
That's right.
Now, the name Sugar Grove Corn Boil comes from the fact that it really was an old corn boil, right?
Yeah.
So we can get corn at your corn boil.
Absolutely. The corn has been the constant through all the years. And really is the feature. We really try to keep the price stagnant so that everybody can afford to come out and eat as much corn as they want. And we've got all kinds of seasonings and butter and good things to put on your corn.
And how do you cook it? How do you cook enough corn for the crowds that are going to show up?
Well, it's quite a process, and it involves people getting up as early as 6 o'clock in the morning to shuck in the back. And we've got a corn committee who gets volunteers to come in and help with that. And we wrap them in foil and cook the corn and serve hundreds and thousands of ears each day. So it's excellent, outstanding corn.
It's a real phenomenon, and you know they're working for you. You have no idea how much work these people are putting out so that you can have a good time, and it is a good time. And I'm sure that it's the rubbing elbows with each other and getting to work as a volunteer, a committee member that really does make the difference in your life. And I think it's great that you're doing this for all of us. I just really do.
If I could just take a moment, I would like to thank all of my committee chairs and my volunteers and the sponsors who contribute and help us put this on. We couldn't do it without all of those people, so I definitely want to take a moment to thank everybody who's been involved, because we couldn't do it without them.
Absolutely, and Steve, that just goes such a long way, and I know that everybody appreciates that. It's that attitude that makes a festival like this go, and just an amazing thing that they're doing here. And we've only made it halfway through Saturday. We still have the rest of Saturday night and Sunday. Saturday night, as you said, throughout the day, Saturday from 10 o'clock till 4:30, and then again on Sunday 11 to 4:30, Kids Zone is open, and we've talked about some of the great events there. But later on in the evening, you have music coming onto the stage. Starting what time? Who are we going to see?
We start with at 4 o'clock with the Bonanza Community College Steel Drums group. They've been a favorite of Corn Boil for a very long time. They